This heat started, and we've seen in the white, Michael Novy's picked off a nice one, bouncing his way across the face, looking for a section, and as I said, these bigger ones always a little bit trickier. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he finds his in the pocket, very nice, and comes out of that, but and rolls it in the end. So, nice long wave for Michael Novy. He's done extremely well. Let's see what the judges think. But in this heat, he's up against Ryan Hardy, Diego Cabrera, and Matt Meyer. So we have two Aussies, a guy from the Canary Islands, and a Cali boy. And talking of Cali boys, back in the hot seat, Vanny Vargas.
Matt Meyer holding it down for the U.S. Continental Riders. Matt Meyer making the trek all the way to Reunion Island, and I guarantee you he won't regret it, because not only is he in this heat, here we go, up and riding. Diego Cabrera, live action, coming into the inside. What's he going to do? Trying to piece something together, and there's a nice extended roll on the inside. So the last heat, I believe Alex Uranga.
Yeah, it's a couple of heats back, yeah.
Okay, I was down there scoping out some of the stuff that was going down, and he was in the medic box, the medics area. Here's another look of Diego's nice reverse carve off the top right there, and comes to the inside section in yellow, Diego Cabrera from the Canary Islands. Piecing together a nice wave right here. So Diego Cabrera adding to his score sheet, nice extended roll to finish off. But I was talking to Alex Uranga, and I was talking to somebody possessed.
Yeah?
I don't think he realized what is going on. Number one, he's already has an injured collarbone. And number two, as he did a big invert, landed, and as he was cutting out of the wave, he hit his face to the reef. And his face is tore up. I think when you've seen the interview with Shaggy and Alex.
It was ugly, yeah, Manny. He was
pretty
on
bad.
camera.
Okay.
And here's the wave that he got. He said he rode it amazingly well, and he finds a great line here, and he looks at the section, and he bangs it and does a beautiful invert and tweaks it. And he said no sign of the sore shoulder there, but as he lands, he rides out of it. I think he ducks out of it, and he explained that he headbutted the reef as he sort of tried to scoop off the wave. And,
okay, this is right when he cut out of the wave.
Yeah,
is when he got hurt. So, and I was talking to him. I'm like, okay, you know what? It looks like you may have to get some medical attention. And he's like, I am ready for my next heat. When do I go out? And he just started asking all these questions. Aside from being hurt. So we will see if he comes back in time for his next heat, which is coming up, heat number 11 or number 5 in round number 2.
Yeah, no, look, we've still got, we're in heat 10 at the moment, Manny. We've got Ryan Hardy, Michael Novy, Diego Cabrera, and Matt Meyer in the water. Alex Uranga is due to come in heat 13, so we still have another 3 heats. So hopefully that's enough time for him to compose himself, get himself stitched up, and get back out in the water. But again, amazing courage by this guy, and let's just hope he's okay, because he's really set him the standard with the level of surfing, and we all want to see him out there. And but look, here's that great angle from Seamus Mackham. You can see a couple of wash throughs coming through, and Michael Novy trying to work his way back out. And he's just had a second score, so he opened the wave count with a 4.8, which we saw in that long left-hander that he rode all the way through, and then there's the second wave, which the scores are waiting to drop. But there you see Michael Novy just before he had his wings clipped and his hair cut, only 25 years of age. I think he got to Mexico and it was all too hot for him, so he decided to lose the hair. And between you and I, Manny, I think it's probably a wise decision.
Yeah, I mean, it helps in not only his looks, but aerodynamic as he's streaking across the bottom here in Les Arches, Reunion Island. Scooping under the lip on this one, it is Matt Meyer, the Californian, putting together something here in the 20th minute of this 25-minute heat. Actually, the 5th minute.
20 to go.
Yeah, 20 to go. So Matt Meyer, nice little cover-up on the inside. That is his first wave of the heat.
Yeah, no, look, very nice. And it said Matt Meyer, getting plenty of support from Cali. You can see all the boys on Facebook give him a shout out earlier, so hopefully they're what time is it in Cali now, Manny?
Right now we are looking at, I think it's really late. It's almost 1 a.m. in the morning, so all the Cali boys rooting on your local Cali boy, Matt Meyer. You're still awake, tuning in on IBAWorldTour.com or on RedBull.tv, I believe. So it's 1 o'clock in California. It's maybe 4 a.m. on the East Coast, and around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in Hawaii. So we thank you all for tuning in from the U.S., Argentina, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, wherever you are. Welcome to the Nissan Reunion Bodyboard Pro, brought to you by Continental, Manny V, and Greg Taylor. Come to you live.
Yeah, and a shout out to the Aussies as well. We've got it's grand final day in Australia, so I might have a couple of guys with two screens up at the moment, watching one eye on the webcast, the other eye watching the footy. So big day in Australia, long weekend, and I'm sure a lot of the boys are tuning in to watch Michael Novy take on Ryan Hardy, Diego Cabrera, and Matt Meyer. So big shout out to all the boys in Australia, and I hate to say it, Manny, but I'm probably going to have to say I'm supporting the New Zealand Warriors against Manly in the final.
Wait a second. That's isn't Manly Australian?
Manly, yeah.
And you're going against Australia?
Yeah, look, let's get it. It pains me to say, but Manly's the team that everyone loves to hate.
I see.
A lot of history. They're a very talented team, and but again, I think you'll see a lot of Australians going for New Zealand, which is amazing. But we're going to have an interesting interview coming up, Manny. We've got Shaggy with Jared Houston, and we saw some sort of injury there, so we're interested to hear. Over to you, Shaggy.
Thanks, guys. It's Manny. I'm here with Jared, winner of Heat 9 of round 2. Congratulations, 2 wins in the pocket. You caught a lot of rights. Tell us your theory on catching the rights.
Yeah, well, coming into this event, I actually just wanted to go left. Just wanted to test myself on the lefts, and but today we arrived and the rights are going off, so I thought why not search my strengths, and I got a couple of good rights and I used them.
Nice, you got 12 points now. You're sitting comfortable for round 3. Can we expect to see some big moves, some all or nothing moves?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the next heat the pressure will be off of it, but obviously I still want to try and get as good a seeding as possible. So I'll be surfing a smart heat, but also trying to go as hard as I can.
Congratulations. And hang on, your backflip.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I was just doing like a nice bottom turn, and I was trying to look for a bowl. I kind of started to close out, and I thought I was a little bit far back on my board to do inverts, so I went for a backflip. I feel pretty confident doing them on closeouts as well, so yeah, it projected me nicely, and I managed to land it, so I was stoked.
Money in the bank. Back to you, Manny.
Thank you, Shaggy. No mention of the injury, so he must be okay, Jared Houston, but yeah, showing some great form. 2 wins, round 1, round 2. He's got a combined score of 12 points on the leaderboard. And look, he's already through to round 4. As he said, he wants to. They all want to take form into round 4. But we've got this new format of the IBA that we've been running all year. That's been a huge success, man. It creates a lot of interest. Gives the ability for the riders to surf 3 times prior to elimination. But there's a point score system, and first place in each heat receives 6 points, followed by 4 points for a second, 2 points for a third, and 1 point if you come fourth. So far on the tour, to make it past the first stage through to round 4, where you go from a field of 32 to 16, you need a combined score of at least 10 points to progress through. But here we get back out in the water. We've got Matty Meyer, the boy from Cali, doing it proud. Couple of spins, Manny. What do you think?
All right, Matt, trying to make something happen on the inside. And you did mention that 10 points seems to be the bubble, the cusp at the end of the 3 rounds on this leaderboard round system that we have going on, the first 3 heats of the main event. So 10 points. If you don't have 10 points after these first 3 rounds, then you're shaking in your boots.
Well, not only shaking your boots, you're packing your bags, Manny. It's all over. So, it's so critical. But it's you get 3 chances, and look, it's just so many different scenarios that can play out. But the best way to do it is the way Jared Houston done it. You win your first 2 heats. He's on 12 points. He's through.
That's
it. Obviously you'd like a good result in the next heat, but you don't have to worry about it. Then you've got other guys who might be coming off a 4th place in the first heat. Really need a couple of strong results in round 2 and 3 to progress. So makes an interesting dynamic. Check the website, scroll down a little bit, you'll see the leaderboard, and you can keep track of how it's all progressing. But at the moment, here we have in the water, Michael Novy's jumped out to a lead, and in the water, Ryan Hardy, can he get out of there?
Oh my!
Well, and he's thrown the old Benny Severson 2-handed cutback again, but that is Ryan Hardy at his best. the crowd's going wild, but it seems that hardballs can find those waves anywhere in the world. Look at this, Manny.
Well, Ryan Hardy is one of those guys who knows how to find a barrel in any conditions, and here's a perfect example. He stays in the barrel long enough to come out right before it shuts down on him, and again, he's doing that double nose grab cutback back into the section, but it's solid barrel ride right there for Ryan Hardy. Seamus Makeham on the outside, video camera in hand, taking a shot of Ryan Hardy, pushing his way back out as quickly as possible. Whoa, look at that
Scores
score
have just
coming
dropped,
down.
Manny. Ryan Hardy, the highest wave score of the competition so far, lands a 9.0 for that barrel. And I'm sure the boys at Emerald, Desi and the crew down at Cronulla there would be stoked to see not only their team rider Jared Houston progress through, their other team rider Ryan Hardy smashing out a 9.0 with that barrel. And look, now he paddles his way back out, but he'd have to be happy with that.
Oh, no, he's pumped. I mean,
Look at him.
Now he's got 13 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in this heat with a 1.0 and a 9.0 as his top two scoring waves. All he really needs is another solid, 5 or 6 point, and he's going to be out of reach.
Yeah, look, as I said, that's the highest score we've seen in the competition so far, and it shows that there are points on offer, and we've seen a couple of 8s being dropped, but if Ryan can just find another mid-range score, he's looking pretty comfortable. And look, Hardy had I think he had a second. He finished second in his first heat. So if he can back that up with a win here, again he gets to 10 points and he's feeling pretty comfortable. But if you look at this other heat, also Michael Novy, who's currently in second, also finished second in round 1, so he's currently sitting on 4 points. Matty Meyer, unfortunately, only got a 4th in round 1, so he's got some work ahead of him. And Diego Cabrera finished 3rd, so he's really looking for a top 2 finish here to keep himself in contention. So this is where the riders, the fans, they all start doing their maths and what's happening. But at the moment, Hardy's the man. He's got a second in the bag, and he's very well placed now. So let's see what he can do with this last 12 minutes of the heat.
All right, so for the viewers that are just tuning in and probably have never seen a bodyboard contest, give us a quick rundown on the judging criteria.
Yeah, look, always a hot topic for debate, the judging criteria, but we've got a great set of judges now on tour, led by the head judge, Craig Haddon. But look, what they're looking for, Manny, it's performance bodyboarding in the pocket of the wave. So they're looking for aerial manoeuvres, and let's see, as if we can talk through Diego Cabrera's wave here. They're looking for length of ride, but ideally they look for the riders to be doing the manoeuvres in the extreme part of the wave at the start of the wave. As Terry explained earlier, to do the big move at the start of the wave, you're risking the rest of the wave. So there's a bit of a risk versus reward trade-off. So lots of factors go into it, but they're looking for length of ride, the quality of the manoeuvre, how cleanly it's executed, and what part of the wave it's executed on. But what they judges always love is a nice deep barrel, and Ryan Hardy delivered that for them. They rewarded him with a 9.0. So lots of things to consider for the judges. They've got a great position here. They're sitting up on a 2-story building. They've got perfect uninterrupted views, and using the new IBA scoring system. So the judges have got no reasons not to miss any of the action, and they haven't. They're doing a great job.
Okay, we're about 10 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this heat. So tons of time. Michael Novy, Matt Meyer, and Diego Cabrera, they do have time to come back and take that first spot away from Ryan Hardy. So there you have it.
Yeah, no, interesting times. And look, just while we've got a bit of a lull in the action, Manny, we've mentioned that the new IBA merchandise that's on offer. You both of us decked out in the IBA shirt, and then there you have the riders in the riders area. We've actually got the special offer that we've had all the riders here at the event, all 24 of the top riders in the world sign the event poster, the old break wall from Sam Bennett. I'm sure the boys in Port would be stoked. And then look, there's Elliot and Jake. They're all having a good time, and Kingy and Jimbo. So it's looking nice and relaxed. But as I mentioned, we've got the IBA merchandise on offer, and we have the great promotion that if you jump online to the IBA online shop and buy a T-shirt or a hat, you go into the draw for a 5 one of 5 signed event posters by all 24 of the top riders here at the event. So this is stuff money can't buy. But out in the water, you've got Diego Cabrera again, a nice little barrel spinning out of that, and he needs a 5.6 to jump into first position, or a 3.41 to progress into second. So let's see what the judges have to say. But a strong wave, Manny, for Diego there.
I'm sorry, I'm on. I'm looking at the score sheets right now and seeing what's coming up in the next few heats. So
didn't see the wave, but yeah, we've got replays for everyone.
Oh, perfect. I get to see what just happened. Diego Cabrera pulls in under this little pocket, and he comes out. I like it. And so Diego needing something to get out of that 4th place spot where he does not like to be. And he's a high caliber rider. He just needs to put these pieces together to show that he has the skills and talent to be where he is right now, and that's in the top 24.
Oh, for sure. He's very deserving, Manny. I think we might all remember his performance in the Fronton event last year, the Wild Wild Wave, and we can't wait to get back there in December. But yeah, Diego Cabrera put it all on the line, and he was, really busting. And last year he finished in the top 10, but here's another wave we missed. This is one of Novy's waves, and he does banks a nice little spin there, hoping for the wave to wall up for him, and let's see what it offers. But a little bit slow this one, but it looks like he's about to boost into the section, and look, the tide must be dropping. A nice, good, powerful roll off the section there. And you can see as they hit that inside section, there's some barrels on offer, Manny.
Well, Novy put together a nice little inside section right there. I thought the wave was over, but he took it all the way in. And seeing what happened to Alex Uranga earlier today, we don't know how shallow it is on the inside. And for people who who ride waves, who ride a bodyboard and cut out of a wave, you don't need that much space underneath the whitewash to cut out. But obviously, it's too shallow to do that here. And Alex Uranga was one of those guys that paid for it, and his face just got cut up as he did a facial right into the reef as he was cutting out of the wave. So these guys are being very cautious, very just making sure stuff is handled. And look at this beautiful view from the water camp, from the channel. It is, it looked like maybe Matt Meyer, Michael Novy taking a look at this one, but opting to not take off. And it is Ryan Hardy coming around this section. Nice face turn off the top. And coming to that inside section again that everybody's taking advantage of. And Hardy putting together a nice little cover-up, going straight into an air. So Hardy putting together, again, that inside section is now starting to work. We're going to take another look at Ryan Hardy.
Yeah, look at it. Hardy looking for a backup score off his 9.0, and he seems to have great not luck, it's just ability to find out those waves that have got the little sections and the barrels for the scoring potential. But there you see, I think it looks like Booty, is it? It is Mark McCarthy paddling out for the next heat, but still looking for waiting for the scores to drop for this one. But looks like you've got Diego Cabrera, Ryan Hardy, Michael Novy and Matt Meyer fighting it out with the minutes ticking away. Let's see.
That looks like the next heat. Yep, paddling out right now. And Mark McCarthy, we're going to see Gaston Trudeau, Mathieu Visto, and yes, Jerome Ballonnois. Those guys are coming up next. And you know what? The conditions are still pretty solid right now. So these guys, they already been out in a first round heat, so they know what's at stake and what is possible out there. Take a look at what's going on right now.
Yeah, we've got the scores there, and Hardy's scores just dropped. He's rocketed back into first place with 5 minutes to go. Ryan Hardy with a combined score of 13.85. Michael Novy's moved into second place with a combined score of 10.25. Diego Cabrera, he got a strong score there, but still sitting in third place. He needs a 5.65 to overtake Michael Novy. And Matty Meyer, he needs a 6.4 to jump into second place. So just roughly 5 minutes to go. Hardy's in box seat, but look, all those scores are achievable. Look, it's Hardy's looking pretty comfortable at the moment, but the other boys, all can be fighting out for second place.
Yeah, I'm looking at the scores right now. Ryan Hardy with the highest scoring wave of a 9.0, and Michael Novy, Matt Meyer, Diego Cabrera, between them three, the highest score is only a 4.8. So they need to, step it into gear and get some higher scoring waves if they want to get those valuable leaderboard points.
Yeah.
So Ryan Hardy, he's building on a 1.0 for his second wave, so he's looking good. But Novy, Meyer, and Cabrera have to come up right now with something big. Ryan Hardy is in the red jersey, Michael Novy in the white jersey, Matt Meyer from California in blue, Diego Cabrera in yellow. So, you know what? It's just, I look out into the water and it's absolutely beautiful. Even though it is like a cross shore, a crosswind, the water is still blue, the water is still warm, and very, very enticing. And I talked to a few guys, and we are going to head over to this that swimming hole, Manapani, which is down the road, and we're going to take a dip and relax and talk about how to, talk about what went down today.
Yeah, look, I was fortunate enough to get out to Manapani earlier in the week, Manny, and it's a beautiful part of the world, and we would swim in the lagoon. They'd actually had a contest there the weekend prior to our arrival. A few of the boys were here early, the Hubbards were here, and I think they've both made the final. Jeff actually hurt himself on the reef, but it's got a fun left-hander there as well, but just such a beautiful part of the world. And the lagoon there is, postcard perfect. You could swim there all day, so hopefully we can get down there this afternoon. But at the moment, instead of only a couple of minutes to go, we've still got Ryan Hardy in first. And here we have, in the blue, Matty Meyer picking off a nice... No, he's decided to let that go.
He went for it, pulled out, but now he might have to pay the price because I think I saw some sets out the back as well as you did. And look at this monster streaking in, marching in, white taking a look, Michael Novy, but it is yellow. Diego Cabrera coming around the backside. And nothing there. He's out of there. Bails right under the lip.
Yeah, those set waves, man, we keep saying it, but it's very rare that the set waves are dishing up the high scores. It's the medium-sized waves that are getting the scoring potential. So it's obviously hard when you're sitting in priority and a set comes. You're tempted to jump on it, but it's just not working out for the riders taking that strategy. We've seen it time after time today. And, I'm sure all the riders sit there and they're watching it carefully, and it's very easy for us to say in the commentary booth here. It's a different game once you're out there.
No, these guys are going 110% for 25 minutes. And they have to, because if they don't, the guy right next to him is going to be going all out because they know what's at stake. And it's those valuable points. And we've been talking about it throughout the day. We want to make sure everybody's on the same page that it is the leaderboard rounds. The first three heats that these competitors are in are the leaderboard rounds. And depending on what place you get, you will be awarded a certain amount of points. Fourth place, 1. Third place, 2. Second place, 4. And first place, 6. Yeah. At the end of your first three heats in the main event, the leaderboard rounds, those points will be added up. The top 16 advance on to the main event of man-on-man round 4.
And some exciting news, Manny. We've spoken earlier about the YouTube channel that IBA has created and getting an amazing response. The talented crew from Snakes and Ladders do those daily clips, which we all froth out on. And there you can see there's on the graphic there the youtube.com/IBA World Tour. But the exciting news, Manny, is that you now can get heat by heat replays on this channel. It's going down as of today. Oh. So it's getting late. You had to go to bed. You're watching the footy, or you missed one of your favourite riders' heats. You can tune back into the IBA World Tour YouTube channel and watch a complete replay of the heat. So that's exciting news, and which I think is going to be a big hit. But we're interested to see the response. But in the water now, we have Michael Novy looking for a wave, and it's just not working for him. And look, we're in the dying minutes of this heat, and there we go. And look, as you can see there, all the pros signing the boards for the local Grom, and it's a local brand company. Looks like Diego Cabrera riding this one through. He needs a score, but I'm not sure what the wave's going to present for him. Hopefully he can get something. Oh, it's a nice barrel. Can he get out of there? He can. And look, these are very valuable points that Diego needs. He finished third in his first heat. He needs at least a top 2 finish here, and that might be enough for him to jump ahead of Michael Novy, but let's wait and see what the judges have to say.
Wow. Well, we know what the production crew in here, which is made up of a few Canary Island locals, were cheering for their boy Diego Cabrera. So, yes, the judges are going to score that, and that will end the heat. That is the end of heat number 2 of round number 2. So coming up next, round number 2, heat number 3. You're going to see in red Mark McCarthy, in white Gastão Entrudo, in yellow Mathieu Visto, and in blue it is Jerome Balo Noir.
Look, it looks like
Wow,
some
look at these
sets rolling
out
in,
the back.
and there's still some solid waves coming through to start this heat, but we're still waiting for the results from the last heat to be finalised, and we'll as soon as we have them to hand, we'll let you know. But it looks like, as I said, with new heat has just started. We've got Mark McCarthy, Gastão Entrudo, Matteo de Visto, and we actually have Jerome Bulliner in this heat. But there we have the results of the previous heat. Ryan Hardy takes it out. Michael Novy in second, Diego Cabrera third, and Matty Meyer in fourth. So that's all she wrote for that one, Manny. So Matty Meyer 2 fourths, not looking good for him, unfortunately. Diego Cabrera 2 thirds. You know, that's a combined score of 4. He needs to win this third round just to stay alive in the event. Hard balls, Hardy. What do we got? He's had a first and a second. He's on 10 points. He's probably pretty safe.
He's very excited.
And then Novy 2 seconds. He's sitting on 8 points. That's not a bad spot. He just needs another second, and he's probably safe as well. So it's all starting to play out. But let's have a replay of last wave. Let's see. He needed a score here. We're still unable to get access to the score he actually secured. It was a nice inside barrel. He came out of that and rolled it nicely all the way through. And that was a good wave by Diego. We'll chase it up for you and find out exactly what that score was and where he finished. But let's see. But you can see out in the lineup, you've got the man in blue. Now is the local, just wanting to know what the heat result and how long to go. And we're waiting and seeing what he's waving his hand there. And I guess we've got to keep an eye out for what these guys are doing, because we've all heard about the shark situation here in Union, and the riders were all briefed at the start of the contest on the process if any danger is spotted in the water, and that sign is you need 2 of the riders in unison to wave both their hands, and if we see that, the hooter will shoot off 5 times, and the heat will go on hold. So, we've spoken about the Navy boat just out the back of the lineup there. It's patrolling for sharks as well. But if any of the riders think they might see anything, they need to tap their compadre and see if he sees it as well. And if that's the case, they need to signal to the judges, and the event goes on hold while the lineup's cleared. But let's hope we don't have to even worry about that.
Exactly. No, I mean, safety is number 1 here. And we do have 2 jet skis in the lineup at all times. We do have a lifeguard right on the beach ready to rock and roll as well. And shark shields were set up. And, I mean, we're doing everything possible to make sure everything is safe and secure out in the water. Ryan Hardy coming out of this heat, he's a happy camper.
Well, I said combined score of 10 points, highest. Actually, the scores just came through, and Diego Cabrera did sneak into second place in that final heat. I thought it was going to be close, Manny, and obviously the judges were still conferring, but Diego will be happy with that. So he's in the same situation as Novy now. They've each had a second and a third, combined score of 6 points, if my maths is correct. And if that's the case, they need at least a second place in their third round heat to get through. So it takes a little bit of pressure off for Diego, but it still needs a top 2 finish in round 3. Ryan Hardy looking comfortable, and look, Novy will be disappointed. He surfed well, right on the buzzer. Diego pipped him, but he's a very talented rider, and I'm sure he'll be confident he can get a top 2 finish in that third round to progress on.
Yeah, it's not over yet for Novy, even though he came in third in this last heat. And there he is getting a few shots with the fans down on the rocks. And
thanks, Manny. I'm down here with Ryan Hardy, winner of the last heat. Ryan, congratulations. What an amazing barrel you got there. Hey, 9-point ride.
Yeah, thanks, Shaq. Yeah, it was a lucky snag out there. There's not many good barrels. It's so windy. Mostly looking for a couple of ramps to hit, and I just got super lucky. It went really clean and sucked out off the reef. I'll take it. Yeah.
Nice. You can relax for the rest of the day. You're done surfing, a bit of hot tub time, and maybe I'll beat you in tennis later today, hey?
Could happen, yeah. No, I'm loving it. The last couple of contests I've been into pressure cooker after the first day, after the first 2 rounds. Really needing a strong result in the last one. So this one, it's I have a pretty good chance already now just to get through to the man-on-man round. So I'm straight in the hot tub and have a beer for later on.
You want to say hello to the wife and son?
For sure, yeah. If Lee and Ollie are watching home, miss you guys so much. And hello to my family if they're watching too.
Thanks, Ryan. Back to you, Manny.